Hi, I'm TOKS, and you're tuned in with TOKS. So about myself, I'm your average smoker. I guess you can say your average toker, but you probably wouldn't know that about me because I'm like a in the closet kind of smoker. But since I started this channel, TOKS, I've actually came out the closet when it comes to my marijuana habits, and I've been doing this for a while. So it's gonna be interesting that I'm gonna finally talk about it for the first time.
How old were you when you first started smoking?
My first blunt, I would say I was 18. Yes, I was 18. I was in high school, right? So I was in college, not college. I was in high school, and it was prom night. I went out to prom, had a great time. Went on a prom limo. They went to the after party. I didn't. I wasn't feeling well. After the after party, we all went to our designations, went home or whatever. I didn't go home. I ended up taking a ride to my boy's crib, who was in a limo. And I was feeling a little bummed about the prom. Something just didn't happen the way I wanted to at the end. So nonetheless, he rolls a joint and says, "Yo, you ever got high?" I was like, "Nah." He said, "You about to get high tonight?" I'm like, "Nah." So I rolled over and went to sleep. And my boy taps me on the shoulder. Was like, "Yo, hit this." So of course, I'm curious. I tried. I took one pull. It was weird. I didn't know how to do it right. But the second pull, I definitely hit that. Yeah, I started to cough out my fucking lungs. Like, I was dying. And then the third pull was actually decent. I think I took it a little less than the second one, because the first one I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And then the second one I actually took a deeper pull than I needed to. And the third one actually was alright. Those three pulls smacked me. So that was the first time I got high.
As an adult, how do you feel your transition from a young smoker to now has been?
From a young smoker. So it's different. When I was younger, I didn't really, how do I say this? I was doing it to be I won't say to be cool, but more or less most of my friends were doing it, and I liked the euphoria that I felt the first time when I got high, but I didn't get high I didn't try smoking again for like months. It wasn't like the thing on my agenda. So basically whenever it was presented to me is when I took advantage of it and I tried it. But as an adult now, it's an habitual thing, so I do it every day. But I don't think much about it because it's a natural thing for me to consume. Like you wake and bake, and then before you go to bed you have one, or in between when you have the free time and you're not doing much you would, or if you're about to get creative you'll probably smoke one. Or if you're about to get in the shower, it's like, I'm gonna roll one, smoke half of it when I get to smoke shower. After I smoke shower, after I get out the shower I'll smoke the rest of it. So it kind of it's different. But when I was younger I didn't think about weed like that. When I got older I did think about it more. As an adult now, I guess you're more conscious of it because you're wondering about the circle that you're in and if people are going to judge you. So I guess that's why I was in the closet with it. But when you're younger, you didn't give two shits. I guess it was kind of cool. It was viewed as a cool thing. So you kind of use it as like a rebellious thing to do. My mom didn't approve of it in any way, shape, or form, I'll tell you that much. And I was dodging her for a while. But I mean, how many times can you come in the house with red eyes? I guess 1 o'clock in the morning saying that you're tired and that's the excuse. And how often can you really put, a wet towel underneath the door and light an incense and keep saying, I don't know, maybe it's because I opened the window, the smell is coming in. At some point she'll catch on. So as an adult, I think it's different now. I don't have to think about that. I guess depending on who I'm around, I'll be subconscious about it. But if I'm home or if I'm just with my peoples, I don't think much about it at all compared to when I was younger.
What is the highest you've ever been?
Well, compared to me being high the other day, no, the highest I've ever been, it was one time I can remember. It was like a long time ago, but I was at a New Year's Eve party, and this was in Queens. Of a lady friend of mine that I was talking to at the moment invited me to a New Year's Eve party. I think it was 2 Asian girls that I was throwing it. They were like twins or something. But it was a dope event. There was a lot of diverse people in there, Asians, black, all sorts of different races. And a lot of people were just different. Some people were eclectic, some people were into like comic books, Some of them were into anime, and a lot of people were heavy gamers in there. So it was a different crowd than what I'm used to, chilling with the dudes on the block or chilling with the niggas on the block. But nonetheless, it was a dope experience because I went there, they had food, and I ate and I smoked. So everyone brought their own trees, everyone's rolling up. We have swishers, you have bamboo, you have frontal, you have Dutches. Everyone was rolling up all sorts of type of stuff. So of course, you're participating, everyone's passing around. So you don't know what's really in it, but you know it's all good stuff because you expect good people to bring good stuff. Nonetheless, everyone's getting high. They had edibles. So I go and I didn't know there were edibles. Nonetheless, they had these big blocks of edible brownies, and one was like a chocolate chip and the other one was just all chocolate or some shit like that. Nonetheless, I had those two, and at this point I was eating chicken and eating meat at the time. So I think I had like 2 pieces of baked chicken, like some fries, mashed potatoes, and maybe some rice or some shit like that. Nonetheless, I ate my food, drank my alcohol, was smoking blunts at the same time, and then I got down to like the dessert part, which was the 2 brownies. And when I ate those brownies, I didn't feel it right away. I think maybe half an hour to an hour later is when I probably felt it. And I don't know what time it was, but I knew I was lit. Let me tell you how lit I was. I think New Year's Eve, we celebrated the ball drive, hey, celebration. And then when I got home like 4 in the morning, I could not go to sleep. And it's not like I wasn't tired. It was more or less as soon as I put my head to the pillow, the world would not stop moving. It just kept spinning in an unbalanced, unstable way, and I just knew it because I was just too high. I think it took about an hour or 2 for it to wear off. But you ever been so tired that you couldn't go to sleep because your body or your mind wouldn't let you go to sleep even though you have the tired feeling? It was the worst. So yeah, edibles. Make sure when you get around some food and people who smoke, make sure you ask if it's infused because you might have a trip that you're not expecting. So that was my highest moment.
What inspired you to start Toke with Tokes, and what other things you want to spin from that?
All right, so a disclaimer. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, keep it real 100 with y'all. As you know, marijuana's an expensive habit. It's not really a cheap habit. So being the fact that is, I used to just buy in quantity and then break some of it down and have some from my friends, families, and coworkers. And I would just, basically if they want some, they would ask me, and I would have to go to another person to get it and give it to them. Why not be the middleman itself and then have a supply where I can have enough for my friends? So nonetheless, a friend of mine in Manhattan wanted to get some and needed some. So I took the trip. Another friend of mine went up there. We ordered some food. We had some drinks. Great food, by the way. And I had a spread. So I had like 4 different flavors at that moment, and with those flavors I was able to break down the strain, what it does for the person, the feeling, the effects, terpenes. Basically I gave like a dispensary kind of coffee shop kind of breakdown on what you would get when you're buying, and the dosage, not really the dosage, but how much is it and how much it costs. And I guess the presentation was so daunting, was so great, that my friend had an idea to say, hey, why don't you have your own show. Mind you, he's had a couple shows in the past and he's done successful shows. So when a guy like that mentions, you should have your own show, and they're really, really excited about it, you might take it serious and say, you know what, let's give it a shot. So I did, and we launched it sometime this year, 2020. So yeah, it was an experience being there, being able to present myself with the stuff that I had to offer. And I guess being so knowledgeable at the moment inspired my friend, and it inspired me to just continue it. So that's what started Toke with Tokes.
Name your top 5 strains that you absolutely love.
See, when you mention top 5 strains, some of the strains I haven't actually tried yet, but I want to say the strains that I haven't tried and the strains that I have tried, just to make it clear. One of the strains that I haven't tried yet that I do want to try is called King Tut. I heard it's really good. I'm looking for strains that are within a 30% THC realm. I mean, I'll settle for 25, and no less, 25, no less than 23. But I'm looking for those 30% THC, those type of strains. But King Tut, I've had Northern Lights, that was pretty good. I had Skywalker. Skywalker was really good. That one put a brother on his behind. I liked Sour Tangy. Sour Tangy was really good. I like that. Sour Tangy was pretty dope. And I think that's 2-3 strains I just mentioned. I got 2 more strains. Everyone likes sour. Sour is not bad. Sour is not bad. Cookies is not bad too. But yeah, those are the strains I've had so far. I would like something from Afghan, some Afghani. That'd be nice. Yeah, some Afghani. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm TOKS. I want you guys to understand I have a YouTube channel called TOKS. That's T-O-K-E with T-O-K-S. When you guys go on there, I have a lot of stuff that's going on involving the vlog or the channel involving marijuana and New York City. It's going to be a little different from people in California and in Colorado, so stay tuned for that. And once again, thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for my new venture called Plush Edibles. If you like edibles, you like candle butter, watch it on my channel and stay tuned for Plush Edibles.